I was adopted, and my brother, he might have lied to me all these years about how old I am and this and that. But I'm 45. I feel like I'm about 4 or 5, and I act about 18 mostly, but or 19, I don't know, somewhere around there. But I'm 45 is what they say. I don't know. I'll have to. Where's my wallet? I don't have it with me, but you go to the adoption records. I think they're public and find out. But is there some mystique of it? I didn't know there was. Baby, how old am I, baby doll? How old did I tell you? 45? 45, yeah. Boy, she's a doll, baby. Look at her. I grew up, like I said, in El Dorado, Arkansas, and there was a lot of petroleum, a lot of oil money, and back in the 30s. So a lot of people had a lot of money. They had a lot of time on their hands. So what ended up happening was people started getting into the arts and sciences. And so I got a beautiful benefit of being able to experience that world. And the world that stood out to me most was bird watching. I've enjoyed it since I was 6 years old, and it keeps me very grounded. One of the basic guys I was talking about was old Memphis Slim. He is he was the blues guy, you know. And I'll tell you a lick that Slim used to use a lot, and I love it. It is a sort of a blues lick. It's a roll of the left hand. Play that piano, boy. And plus, Booker T. Lowry used to do that roll. I don't know how many fingers he had on the left hand, but it was about maybe 3 and 4 on the other. I'll tell you a quick story. Slim used to come to Memphis, Tennessee, and he would sit down and he'd play, and we'd play together. And he would have a hotel room at the Hotel Peabody there in Memphis, and he would always bring a piano up to his room. And he would sit up there, and he'd say, I want Jason D. Williams to come up here. I want him to come up here. So I'd go up there, and I'd play, and he had this long cane. Slim was a tall man, about 6'4", and he had a white hairline right up here, and he was a tall man, and he carried this cane with him, long, straight cane. He'd say, and he'd be lying in his bed, and he'd say, Jason D., play that piano. And boy, I'd start at started doing that boogie woogie. And boy, he'd whack that piano, and he'd say, you drop the right hand. Don't play the right hand. So I just want to hear the left hand. And so okay, you know. He'd whack it again. He said, that ain't how you play boogie woogie. He said, boy, if you want to hear boogie woogie, you go down there on Beale Street. There's some boogie woogie. He said, I want you to go down there and look up a guy named Booker T. Lowry. Booker T. Lowry, I went down there. He was the greatest boogie woogie piano man you've ever seen in your life. He had a total on both hands of 7 fingers. He was the greatest boogie woogie man you ever heard. I sat down there, and Slim was right. Slim said, and so I came back, and I had learned all kind of licks. I mean, and Slim said, now you're talking, boy. Now you're talking. That's the story of Memphis Slim. Jerry Lee Lewis influenced me in a lot of ways. He influenced me musically, and the comparison started out me having blonde hair, and even at a young age, I was had a lot of energy, you have blonde hair and play boogie woogie within 250 miles of Memphis, and the next comparison is Jerry Lewis. Jerry could play as well as he could sing, and sing as well as he could play, and I was influenced very much by the likes of he and a lot of others, a lot of the other guys that came from that area. And boy, I kind of wished that he hadn't been such a wildcat, because that is the part that's way different from my life and his, the lifestyles. You sometimes get the idea, well, walks like a duck, talks like a duck, he must be. So I've been, you know, people have said, well, he must be a lot like Jerry Lee. Our lifestyles are very different. This one I'm going to do tonight is going to be a dynamite one. That's going to be my favorite. Every time I play, I really enjoy playing. I love to. I've got one of the best bands, I believe, in the country. Because, matter of fact, when they came to me about filming us tonight, the director said, she said, now we need to know what shot you're going to do here and what you're going to do there. We never know. I felt terrible because I wanted to tell her what we were going to be doing. There was no way. We have no idea. It is pure mental telepathy. And I know that's a big word. I'm not a very good speller, but I can spell gymnasium. But anyway, look here now. But anyway, that's what we do up there. I guarantee you, we play. We just have the biggest time. And that bass player's been with me, Mike Harper, 20 years, 21 years. Guitar player, Ace, he's been with me 17. A drummer, been with me 10. And we don't know what we're going to do. I couldn't tell her. I can't tell you. It could turn out to be a rockabilly show, and it could turn out to, be something like a Lionel Richie show. I'm easy. I might even put a little foot up there every now and then, but I probably shouldn't do that on TV, but I am.